Ave, welcome. This is part 2 of Satanism. Fact and Fiction, Truth and Lies. Last time I talked a little bit about the church, the myths and legends of the comparisons of Hollywood-produced films, how the world sees us because of the church, Islamic, Hebrewic, and Christianity's point of views on Satanism. I talked a little bit about what we follow as Satanists, and a couple other things. So, in this video, I want to contemplate mostly on Satanism. And there are many different denominations of Satanism, from the Brotherhood of Satan to the Joy of Satan to Satan's Tribe, my own order, the Order of the Black Thorn, the Church of Satan, and the Temple of Astarte. There's also the Traditional Church of Satan, the First Satanic Church, the Werewolf Order, and a few others that are around. One of which happens to be an offshoot of the Traditional Church of Satan, called the Church of Leviathan. So when we look at these denominations, we see the various names from either church or temple. Traditionally, a Satanist runs a temple. However, some of us prefer to run a church or an order. We do not, or I should say most of us do not recognize the Church of Satan as a satanic sect. And it's mostly due to their own stupidity. And I'll tell you why. When Anton Szandor LaVey started the Church of Satan back in the 1960s, the Church of Satan was and will always be remembered as a place of devil worship. And they fed into the church's version of the devil or Antichrist, the adversary to the church. And they did it quite well. However, when Anton Szandor LaVey died in 1997, the magistrate Blanche Barton stepped up to become the magus, or high priestess, of the Church of Satan, or COS as it's called. And she didn't last very long, but she stepped down, and Anton Szandor LaVey's friend that he met back in the 80s took over. His name is Peter H. Gilmore. Now, here's the thing. The Church of Satan used to be devil worshipping. They used to believe in Satan. However, nowadays, they are atheistic Satanists. The reason for this is the transition period between Anton Szandor LaVey and Peter H. Gilmore started with Blanche Barton. They went from being devil worshippers straight into going more into the agnostic Satanism, and then finally into atheistic Satanism. Now, anyone with a brain can see where atheistic Satanism is a double negative. An atheist believes in nothing. There is no God. There is no Satan. There is no heaven nor hell but this world and what the individual lives in. You can prove it with science to a shadow of a doubt. An atheist will not believe it. It is like a horse with blinders. Now, Satanism, being a Satanist, you believe in Satan wholeheartedly. Okay, so when you put these two together, you create a double negative. And that goes against the 9 satanic sins. much like the Christians preaching their Bible, judging everybody, but yet in Matthew 7, verses 1 through 6, it says, "Judge not that ye not be judged." Interesting. But anyways, here's the thing. This is why, and I repeat this again, why we do not recognize the Church of Satan as a satanic sect. It's a bunch of knowledge. Yes, I will give them that. They know their stuff. However, they are atheists. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, the joy of Satan, I happen to have a couple friends there. Jacob Brennan, for one. And he actually helped me out with a few things a couple years back that I couldn't remember, and I posted on it, and he corrected me, which I accepted greatly. But I also pay attention to Priestess Maxine. Her sermons are quite accurate and very well published. But outside of that, there's a lot of diversity towards this organization because of the talks of Nazism. Now, I can't speak if that is true or not, because like most satanic sects, churches, or any other religious philosophy, there are things that you're going to accept and things that you're not. So you got to take the good with the bad. The Brotherhood of Satan has a lot of good techniques, a lot of tools, and a lot of wisdom. Even though I've noticed within a year's time their price of entry has gone up by about $100, but it's all right. But outside of that, the Satan's Tribe is a new organization that has popped up over the last year, and it's all about Satan. It's about serving Satan and showing the world what Satanism is and what it's about. It's about the people. It is about the knowledge and the wisdom, both spiritual and mundane. You know, the physical world knowledge and the spiritual knowledge combined. And the one thing all these places have in common is that it's about spiritual growth of the individual, not just spiritual, but physical. The Brotherhood of Satan and the Satanic Brotherhood are two different organizations. One is out of New York and the other is out of North Carolina. I actually contacted the Satanic Brotherhood when I was trying to get my order set up. And I got a reply back, and they were very, very helpful. And the tips that they went by, I still live today with, which I'd like to give a thank you to them for that. And then you have the First Satanic Church, which popped up after the Church of Satan popped up, and then the Werewolf Order run by LaVey's daughter. Basically, these two are run by Carla and Laura LaVey. You really don't hear much on their brother. But outside of that, his daughter is married to a very well-known Satanist who opened the Werewolf Order. He actually has his own radio station, which is very intriguing. I actually had a chance to listen to it. Now, with that said, you can see there are different denominations within Satanism, just like there is in Christianity. However, in today's world, there are a lot of these wannabe Satanists that are out for popularity. They think that criminal activity is what Satanism is about, and that is not true. This is a false lie. It is fiction. It is lies. Satanism has nothing to do with criminal activities. We do not go around slaughtering people. We do not have child sacrificing, as I said in the last video. It is responsibility to the responsible. And a Satanist will not do anything that will harm the self. Now, with that said, we can go on to the various different belief systems. In the last video, I touched on the philosophies. The 9 satanic sins and the 9 satanic statements and the 11 satanic rules come from the Church of Satan, Anton Zandalevay. The 13 laws of the Brotherhood come from the Brotherhood of Satan, also known as the BOS. The 21 satanic points and the come from the ONA, and then you have the 11 adversarial doctrines, which come from LaVeyan Satanism. So you can actually look this stuff up on Facebook. You can look it up on Google. There's a number of different books, references, and everything that you can look under Amazon, eBay, any of the satanic groups that are out there that have websites, that have the materials. It just comes down to what you're willing to spend money-wise. Anyways, you also have the Cathedral of the Black Goat, which is out there. My personal friend who runs a publishing company by the name of Severed Heads, he's got a few friends that have written a few books that I believe are very accurate, and they speak personally to me. So I want to give a holler out to them real fast and say, hail, keep up the good work, and may Satan bless you. So that's the end of the second video, and tomorrow I will teach, or speak, I should say, on Christianity and how their lies and manipulations affect how people see Satanism and witchcraft today. With that said, hail Satan, and have a good day.